Good morning, Vietnam. Well, I didn't realise, and I expect no one else realised, including the Vietnamese, that Madagascar was involved in the Vietnam War. A fact that the 1 in 72 population is not necessarily proud of. They got embroiled in this mess due to the Seto Treaty and the domino theory. The domino theory was that if Vietnam fell, Thailand would fall. If Thailand fell, Cambodia would fall. If Cambodia fell, Korea would fall. If Korea fell, Australia would fall. If Australia fell, well, who knows what. So anyway, they all ended up embroiled in this mess. So here we have a Madagascan Sandy Corsair. So the Sandy is the call sign for the aircraft that escorted the Jolly Greens and the Green Giant aircraft, which were helicopters that recovered pilots who'd been shot down. Madagascar, of course, has Green Giants, that's the HH-3E, and they had Jolly Green Giants, that's the CH-53 or HH-53 helicopters. But they never operated the Sky Radar, so this was the next best thing they could afford with their budget. So they took the F4U-7 ground attack aircraft, also known as the AU-1 ground attack aircraft, and they used that as the Sandy to escort the helicopters. So here is a very worn example of the upgraded Corsair. This is fitted with 4 Zuni rocket pods with their frangible nose cones and 2 500-pound low drag bombs. Now, I really like this camouflage on the aircraft. I've been meaning to build this for years and years, and this week I've got completely sidetracked from everything else I was meant to build, and I've just been building Vietnam aircraft. So here we have the Corsair Sandy. It's a bit beaten up as they would have been in service. It's got the 220mm cannons. It's not quite a Sky Raider, but I think it's the next best thing. So the colours here are the standard Southeast Asia scheme of 2 dark greens and a tan colour over the US Air Force light grey, all colours by Vallejo or Vallejo. Then we have a Buccaneer. This is an earlier camouflaged example, so circa 1967. I need to finish a few tiny little bits, but this is in the configuration of an aerial refueler. So these are some resin pods which I got years and years ago. I finally got round to doing this aircraft. It's in the earlier scheme and I've done it as an aerial refueling aircraft. So these were used to extend the range of the Buccaneer strike missions flying off the carriers. This is the old Airfix kit, and this one has no resin parts on it, so it's just as is. I'm building another one with lots of resin. Now the Airfix kit is quite difficult to work with the old model. However, when it's built, it does look the part. And the reason I like the Airfix kit is because it has the vortex generators, which the Matchbox kit doesn't have. So the old kits fit together very simply, and they are very simply detailed. There's a lot of fit problems with it, and this is the best that I can do, unfortunately, because it's really hard to make a decent kit from it, but I've tried my best. Then we have a F5C. This is the Sikoshi Tiger model, although I've added some extra flare dispensers for a late 1970s example, and this is a close support ground attack aircraft. It's got the refueling probe and it's got 2 rocket pods and 2 bombs. This one I've done in flying configuration, and this is a very nice kit. The kit maker has completely lost me. It's not Italeri, it's the nice one with recessed panels. Very nice kit, built very nicely. Now, in the late 70s, the Madagascans were buying the F5E Tiger II, but this is a slightly earlier example of the F5C. I think the F5C is a fabulous little aircraft. Then we've got a Phantom, which I've repainted, and this is an F4E, and this is carrying some later missiles, which would date this to the late 1970s. Madagascar at this period is having problems with roundels, so we've got the earlier roundels minus the M, and then we've got toned down roundels, and then we've got the proper Madagascan roundel, toned down, low visibility, and then the high visibility marking, and of course the seed of Buccaneer. So I've got loads to do. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and yes, let me know if there's any nice comments or queries or questions, and I will keep building.